Hello and welcome again, guys. Apologize, last week I couldn't put on uh, my video due to some personal reasons. But stating that, let's start and see where we are going this week. And as usual, the market is bullish. There's no bearishness. So I'm going to put in the SPY. And let's clear up every kind of thing. Uh, I just needed some lines for sure. So just keep pace with me and see where we are heading. So recent history, I'm not going to go look back too much far off, and I'm going to look in the dailies. And the reason I am still bullish, even though we are under 50 MA in the SPY. What does it mean? That's your first medium-term bearish sign, right? But how many times in the recent past, I'm not going until November, but I'm going to Jan and March, and again, 2 times in the March, then May. So the recent history on these particular points tells you we are bouncing here, we are bouncing here, we are bouncing here. So it has to prove me this week that it cannot bounce. Then I can start thinking about bearish. That's your first thought process. Next one is our recent RSI was not budging from this particular level, which we are looking at very clearly that we are not underneath that. Yes, it can open below and stay there and go in oversold condition. Right now, we are not oversold, but definitely at a support line. Now, stating that, I gave you the pointers where it is. We will look more into the Qs, which is even stronger. Now, how we are going to play this? That's a big ask because, yeah, points are hit. So this is kind of your no trade zone. But if the price touches around 412, I think that should be your support zone. I'm not expecting to go below 410.98. That's your worst case scenario from the bear side perspective. That'll be a good opportunity for bear to go short and bulls to go long, which I do not expect market to give an opportunity like that because that'll suffice both bulls and bears. What does it mean that we will open over this one and start climbing your 50 MA and start climbing over the week? So we can still keep going higher. That's my projection on the SPY. By end of the week, we should at least recover, 423, 424 area, and that'll be good recovery to push higher in coming days and months. Qs. If you look the Q and why I'm bullish, because that's a leader in the market. So if it falls, it takes market down with it. If it rips, it takes market with it. Now you see this previous high. We are sitting over that with so much sell-off in SPY. This did not close much below the 8 MA. That's telling you market has a lot of strength and it's about to break this RSI at the bottom here, and it can break and go in overbought condition for a while, and that will be a pullback for market to climb higher. So that's my pointer. Where are we going from here? 445 and 345 and 349 will be my targets on the Qs. What else is bullish? Apple. You see this trend. You see the center point a little bit off. So let's adjust a little bit to make it really a center point. That means we are climbing at least 135.64, which will put in a super bullish zone. heading higher to 155 in next couple of weeks in the SPY. If not two, maybe max 3 of the weeks, we will be seeing Apple going to rise. Why? Because we have had AMA crossing 50, 13, and 21 crossed here and curling up, telling we are going higher. And if Apple is going higher, market will go high. Amazon is going higher, market is going to go high. See how beautiful cup is formed. And we might see a handle here and moonshot in the Amazon. The only one I'm not super bullish, I mean, it's not bearish, but not super bullish, is Facebook, because it has hit the kind of, making rounding top. So it can come back, the worst case scenario, around 320 area and then start climbing back higher. But even this one over this particular 337 price, we will see a new high, probably 342, 350 area, 352 area. So because there's nothing bearish in the market, people can talk about the inflation, deflation, and whatnot, but the technicals is not pointing to that. Google, which is the another bull case, which is similar to Facebook, can pull back a little bit towards 50 MA and start climbing higher. So it's kind of just a rebalancing act, which happened with the quad witching, and don't expect anything different than, pull back, find your names, which is going to run. And I am going to give you a couple of names, which is hitting all-time high. And that's telling you that, we are over this particular line, not a very nice drawing. So you see that it's hitting that particular point. It's going to do a moonshot here to the next fib extension. If you know how to draw it, if not, put in the comment box and I'll put, fib analysis on one of the sessions. It's overbought, right? On a daily, it's overbought. And overbought can stay in overbought scenario until it is not. So I'm still bullish. How about QCOM, which is another of my favorite. We made a really nice high. We made a cup. Now we are still in this cup zone, and I am still bullish on this name. Expect this to hit, around 142 area soon, probably by July 2nd. So that's a QCOM for you. Many reasoning for going long. The only thing which my position is underwater and I don't like it, but I'm still holding on to it, is silver. So silver has a nice drop. Can it start going to gap fill and climb back? It left the channel, not good. Only good part, you can say the RSI has been reset on this one. So can it start climbing back higher? That's a big ask from this particular point to this point. The price is a little higher, but RSI has, bottomed, which is kind of a divergence, you can say. But, the price is kind of indicating not a very good scenario. Long term, I'm still kind of bullish on the silver. I'm not analyzing gold. So in case you need it, yeah, put in the comment section and I'll do it. Any other name like AMD or NVDA? So AMD made nice cup and handle breakout. I am expecting, this particular line is kind of touching. Expect NVIDIA, AMD to go around 89 and, about 93 area where it should take a turn. And it's a rotation. So basically the money might come back from NVIDIA, which I was kind of talking about 750. It went even past that 750 area and it's kind of holding on to it. Because the split, every time the news comes, the stock starts running and it has a huge, beautiful run. And that can be, good point. Like if we go around 700 area, That'll be a nice support. If we break that, we will go down, but I doubt, and I think it'll start climbing back after that. So it's kind of a rebalancing act. NVIDIA might be a little bit of pullback. If you're long, that is point for a trim or trail position now. Uh, Going to the banks, XLE, that is another 50 MA closing. I think banks are ready to, financials, sorry, XLF is ready to, oh, I'm on the XLE. Yeah, that's again, 50 MA, close to 50 MA, it's ready to bounce on the energy sector. Also the XLF, the financial sector, which is kind of broken the 50 MA. That means, it might try to reclaim 50 MA. Even let's say the financials are bearish, we need to go back up, test it, and show that, okay, we have a downside power. So everything is kind of pointing that we are going higher in the shorter time frame. The longer time frame, we might see a pullback in next, after a couple of weeks, but those pullback will be temporary because the earnings seasons are going to kick in. So that is it, folks, from my end. Have a wonderful trading week and days ahead. Enjoy your day. Thanks and bye-bye.